can't say any names, but there are some people that aren't just stupid, but they're also assholes. I remember.
Would his name start with an N?
No. Actually, it wasn't Nick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this time it wasn't Nick. This was a long time ago, back in before I was even in Votech, when I was still playing football.
Mm-hmm.
I was jogging on the side of the road on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some asshole thinks it's real funny to throw a beer bottle at me from his car and drives off. Now, see, normally, throwing shit out the window, what the fuck ever. People do it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But this guy threw it at me and hit me with it. This pissed me off. I then proceeded to sprint after this car. Now, look, I am not a big, giant, husky man, but I do have a nice gut, okay? I have a keg. I bring that to the party. It's a lot funner than a six-pack. But I will say this. You've never seen a fat man run so fast after a car?
I've seen some fat people chase after some cake.
Well, I will say this. It wasn't cake. I wanted to beat this guy's ass. I followed him into the neighborhood. I caught up to the fucker. And all of his friends piled back up in the car and take off and left him. So I tackled him and I headbutted him. I mean, when someone's using their skull to beat your brains in, you should be fucking scared. Mm-hmm. So I basically laid down the law. That's probably the most pissed I've ever been in my entire life. How about you?
I say for me, God, the most pissed has got to be where I'm working at now. I work at, when I'm not doing psychosis, I'm just doing a little day job of working at a Burger King, flipping, I'm #1 patty flipper.
Ding, bras are done, ding, bras are done.
No, I'm like SpongeBob right now, whatever the hell, I'm ready, whatever the fuck that is. But that's what it is. And there are just people that come in.
Like
and
Patrick Starr?
They might as well be. They're so damn fat, they order the dumbest things. And I will have like a bad day. And today is no exception. Today was bullshit for me. You ever have that moment where you just really have to take a piss?
Oh, yeah.
Where you just... And I have people that are...
After chugging about 2 bottles of mead... Oh, yeah.
Well, I wasn't drinking anything today. I was just drinking, I drink my stereotypical drink in the morning. I wake up in the morning, I do some things, and then I drink some Faygo, and then I walk my happy ass to work. And I go to work, and I've been drinking all day. I'm drinking my Faygo. I've knocked that out. I've been drinking a bunch of other sodas that we have there at work that are available. At about a good into lunch rush, about 1 o'clock. It's supposed to be dying down, right? I have to piss like no other. And right as every time I finally found a free spot to okay, I can quickly run to the bathroom and get back. Nope, we have the little buzzer to let us know that cars are there, so we better get ready to get shit done. Every time I find that free second, it's just someone comes, and I'm like, son of a bitch! Screw this. And it always happens at that exact time, right when I have to piss, that everybody shows up. That's just shit luck for me. That just comes into play. And I want to literally...
But it's not really necessarily their fault.
It's not their fault. They don't know. I mean, but here's another thing. I'll go off on something that was actually someone's fault. I made an order this morning, and this one dumb bitch, I will not mention her name, but she barely speaks any English. She cannot speak English for anything. My God, I made an order. We had French toast this morning. Someone ordered 5 pieces of French toast. She comes up and eats 3 pieces that are sitting right there about to be handed out to this person. She just walks up, oh, no, I'm going to take this, feed her fat ass, and I'm like, are you serious right now? And she's like, oh, no, but I put more down. And she hits the wrong button on the fryers, so this way they come out fucking burned as hell. So I have to make them again for these people. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Don't be stupid. I swear to God, be glad you're a woman, because if you're a man, I'd knock the fuck out of you right now.
There are just some people who... it's like they have a negative IQ. They were born... Mm-hmm. There's a thing in the wild called natural selection. Let me demonstrate this to you, okay? You have a retarded gazelle, and it runs into a den of lions. It gets eaten. Why does it get eaten? Let's just say this. If that retarded gazelle got away from those lions and went on to have babies, it would go on to have retarded gazelle babies and add to retards into the gene pool.
The strongest will survive, and dear God, I hope she doesn't. That is me, because she pisses me off with a lot of dumb shit that she does. But that's all to be bitched about later. And another topic. I want to keep this moving. I want to get as many topics out as I possibly can before we have people calling in within the next 10 minutes. Another fun topic. I want to people that are calling in. I want you to answer this. Paul, you already said yours before the show started, and I haven't said mine. But if you can go to any concert and at any point in history, I don't care if it's you go back to medieval ages and you go see Romeo and Juliet directed by Shakespeare himself, to where Shakespeare comes out and does a bow for everyone. Any concert that you could go to at any point in history, what would it be? Hey, and by the way, for all the people calling in, you only get one choice. So think about it good and hard. Me and Paul, we're the hosts of this. We can change our opinion at any point. You know, we can change it and be like, okay, never mind, I changed my idea. And go with that. For me, I want to say, and this was the first thing that came to my mind, I want to go see Queen. I'm a big Queen fan. I love, Queen. I love their music. Bohemian Rhapsody, that is my song. I love it with all of my heart, and I would love to hear that song live, sang by Queen live. What was yours?
Honestly, I guess it's kind of a coin flip here. But because you can listen to a lot of stuff on iTunes these days of just music that we have in the U.S., I would go for either a Tear or an Ailstorm concert, because I have to admit something. I mean, you can hear some of their music on YouTube, but you can't even buy it on iTunes. Seriously, go. I challenge you, go to iTunes and try to find Tear or Ailstorm, and you might get one album, but you have nowhere near as much access as you would have if you were over in Europe.
I will say this with Ailstorm, Back Through Time, that was probably another one of the albums that shattered, shattered the barrier, because a lot of people here that I talk to, they know of Ailstorm.
Well, a lot of people know about it, but the only thing is that you're not hearing it on the radio.
No, you don't hear it on the radio. Well, us, but that's it.
I mean, you'd think like, now granted, Oklahoma doesn't really have a actual metal station. They have new rock, which half the time turns out to be bullcrap. Then you have Bob FM, which sticks to older rock, which is cool, but the rest of it's country, rap, hip-hop, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, and no offense to my friends at the Cat. We like to call them out on the show every now and then. My friend Tony Z, he's a friend of mine. He's a friend of the show. He listens in every now and then. He's probably listening in right now. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't know. But no offense to y'all at the Cat, but it's too repetitious. It's you can hear a good song, like you hear Volbeat, Heaven or Hell, or a good song.
You might hear some good stuff, but then you hear stuff that should be like played on Bob, which is older. Now, music changes over time, but what was new a few months ago isn't new now.
And another thing that I hate is the Cat plays this one pop song. I don't even know what it is. It's the Welcome to the New Age crap, I've heard that on pop radio. Why is that on the Cat?
See, I mean, okay, you need to stick to your target demographic. Here, I mean, this radio show that we do online, it covers anything and everything that we like. They can go from rap to pop to heavy metal to anything in between. It doesn't matter.
It's all a mood. It's what we're feeling in for the moment that we feel would be perfect for this exact point in time. But what it is we have such a wide demographic. We have people literally tuning in all over the world to hear us. So we don't just have one demographic, though we try to stick with rock and everything. We try and mainly stick with hard rock, heavy metal, stuff like that. We try and stick with that, but we still play every other thing every now and then. And but it's like with band stuff like the Cat. This is their promo. The Cat, all the best new rock. That is their slogan. And they're playing stuff. I'll get on and I'll hear, and I have no problem hearing, like bands like AC/DC, Motley Crue, old bands like that. I have no problem hearing them. Like Guns N' Roses. Man, I have no problem hearing it.
It's great music, but
it's not the new rock.
Yeah, it's not the new rock. I mean, And yes, the Cat has an app. The Cat app where you can listen to the Cat anywhere in the world. But you would only know about that app and if you lived in Oklahoma within their broadcasting range, or if you looked online. But you wouldn't know about their online website unless you lived in Oklahoma.
Exactly.
The internet, people can see this online, and this is a website that people can go to, and a lot of people enjoy the psychosis.
I will say this with the Cat online and their app. There's people that have lived in Oklahoma that have moved somewhere else, and they still listen. They listen to the Cat, and then they'll show other friends like, "Hey, man, this is the radio station of my old hometown back when I lived in OKC. Here, check out their app, da 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 da," and that it leaks out to more and more people. But still, I agree,
too slow.
It's too slow. As of Spreaker.com. This broadcasts literally all over the world, and not to mention this, we have our YouTube page, our SoundCloud, and Twitter, Facebook. We have all these things. Online radio, the internet is forever. That is the classic thing you always hear when defining the internet. The internet is forever. This will be forever, and it's literally going worldwide. People can accidentally click on this, and they're listening in live to everything that we're saying, doing, and so on and so forth.
So this is what leads us back to the target demographic. Because we have such a wide fan base, we kind of have to appease a bunch of other people. While the Cat, there are a bunch of radio stations around here for rap and hip-hop. There's some for country. There's some for old school rock. The Cat says it's a new rock station, and in my opinion, should remain a new rock station and should play newer stuff. That doesn't mean it's metal, it's just newer rock songs.
Yeah.
They tend to sound a lot like metal because that's how rock has evolved. It's how it's survived all these years.
And another thing, I'll go back on the retarded thing of people these days. Everyone's like, oh, metal and hard rock, I can't understand what they're saying. I have people, I'll listen to The Cat or I'll listen to Bob FM, something during the day. I have a radio at work. I'll listen to it because I love music. I love to listen to music while I work.
Music is life.
And exactly, that is what I've always said, and that's what I will say till the day that I die. And I will come in and, I have people that'll change the radio what I'm listening to because it's just one radio and everyone wants to listen to what they want to listen to. And I'll have these girls come in. This one girl, and I have no problem with her. She's a friend of mine, at work, and I'll let her tune to her stuff, because I have no problem every now and then I'll listen to some pop music. I can get my dance on, like that one song, Macklemore, The Ceiling Can't Hold Us. That is my party song.
Yes.
That's my party song. I will listen to that, It's not rock, and I'll listen to it.
Music is music.
It is. It's all a feeling.
It's all portraying some kind of story or emotion, which comes into play when people say they can't understand metal because of either the screaming or the growling. But let's just get this out of the way. If it's done the entire time, then it's screamo.
Exactly.
It's not necessarily metal. Screaming is used to portray an emotion, a very strong emotion.
It's like it helps portray whatever feeling they're trying to get across.
Exactly.
Like a perfect example, Five Finger Death Punch. They do their low growls and their heavy bass and everything.
Because they are pissed off at something, and they're telling you about it.
They are telling you about it, and that's how they're going to convey it, is through that pissed off, deep, growl, that they do.
Or bullet. Take Tears Don't Fall. When he screams, "Let's go" at the beginning of the song.
Yeah.
He is so just.
He's adamant about what is about to be said.
He's hurt. He's screaming it because it's a painful emotion, and he's portraying that pain.
Exactly. And I want. And again, everybody that's listening in right now, I want to feel. I want to hear what your thoughts are on all of this. Of course, we got I want to talk about the coffee flavoring a little bit more. All this bacon, everything. Bacon is everywhere. I want to talk about the idiots. I want to talk about. Of course, I want to ask everybody that is calling in. I want to ask them, what is it for your rock concert or any concert? I don't even care if it's rock, pop, rap, whatever. Go see it. What would it be?
Yeah.
What do you want to hear? And I got one question. I already told Paul about this. I want to hear, this is a question directed towards the ladies. And Paul made a good point before the show when we were talking about this. Ladies, because I don't feel guys would really have a fun time answering this question.
Well,
Some guys will, but
guys would, but yeah.
And I mean, hey, if, any guy that is comfortable with answering this question, by all means, go for it. I don't care. But the question is, ladies, which do you think a man would look better with? Clean shaven or facial hair? Rocking a beard, rocking a little. I got my chin strap right now. I had my whole chin strap going on. Now I kind of shaved it to where I just got this little soul patch going. Paul's got, of course, his manly beard, and then you got people that are all clean shaven, and then you got people that have got their porn star stash.